Okay, so that all looks really fun and cool, but there was a lot of work that had to go behind that. Actually, 4 months ago, none of those scenes had even been written. Every journey begins with a step, is what some Chinese guy said. And this was my first step.
I don't really have memory of it, actually. They just kind of happened. But basically, I got to write it to fit particular people. Now, I'm not saying that my peers in theater were exactly similar to their characters.
You know what, Cynthia? I can't do this today. I really can't. It's fine. It's fine.
But there were a lot of evident similarities. The night was January 4th. I was getting out of my car one day and I was thinking about a scene I had written that I had shown to my friend about two girls who live together and a pizza guy who comes by. And I walked around the back of the car and then I fell over because I had an idea. I should write a show. So I did. When you're producing a show, you have to do everything. And by that I do mean everything. You gotta make the poster.
So this is my attempt at making my show's poster. It's only my 10th try.
You gotta hunt for props.
Right now we are in Michael's looking for a crystal ball. Right now we are searching for psychedelic tablecloths. This is us trying to get a door for 2 of my scenes. Trying to find the right door, and it's very hard.
Ow! You have to transport those props.
So we have just carried our door 3 miles from their storage unit, and it is a lot heavier than it looks.
You have to see which props look more aesthetically pleasing. Work on a budget, email a lot of different people, and you have to stay up really late, and you have to edit a lot of things, and you have to pretty much go insane.
I'm not sure if I'm completely like stage 4 exhaustion right now, but I can't really feel my legs.
I just finished a 4-hour rehearsal in 90-degree weather.
It's 90 million degrees, in case anybody's wondering.
Yesterday there were about 22 actors at my house for my show, rehearsing, going through everything. Sleep doesn't really happen. I hope everybody knows their lines.
I've gotten about as much sunlight as a bat or a basement. Lack of vitamin D for the future. And then if you're in it, you have to memorize lines. Directing! It was really fun. Like, the first time I directed, I'm surprised they didn't, like, give me a tranquilizer because I had just so much creative directive energy that I'd never used.
Freak out, diabetes, that's a disease, that's scary, it's like cancer.
What is this diabetic?
Yeah, so for this, you're gonna be looking under the table and not knowing where the heck they are. You're like, I know where those are.
Because I'm psychic.
If you're directing it, you have to direct while you're in it, which is really weird.
Can you say that one more time?
When you're like acting with them, and then you're like, wait, no, that was wrong. Do it better. And they're like, so it's a little bit odd, but I think I found the balance. I had to find a few balances. Nice and authoritative. I actually found that if I directed in an accent, it sounded less harsh.
Alright, Jimmy, let's get your cues, alright? It's okay. You can do it!
Telling the actors what my vision is and letting them do what their creative mind tells them to. That was a big one.
So you're looking through this notepad, you're like, imminent death.
Thrill of a lifetime. You're going to Disneyland to thrash.
It's not all fun and games, writing a show or producing a show, and I didn't know that beforehand. I thought it was going to be mostly writing, rehearsing, and then I'll have, a theater and it'll be good, it'll be fine. There is so much detail. Booking a space and making sure people get to that space, and then making sure all your supplies are in order. I also had my fair share of lovely technical difficulties.
It's just so easy to send people their parts when they look like this.
So I'm green.
Believe it or not, this amount of video is essentially exploding my computer.
So this is the sound my computer makes when I even think about editing video. Right now, I am chatting with Sophie on Movavi.com, which is my video editing software, and she is telling me how to fix the problem of my video freezing every time I try to do anything ever. And now I'm red. Why is this such a recurring problem? And like I said, this show required some heavy-duty detail.
Getting the awkward, unprofessional looking white specks off my poster. Pretty fun. See? Awkward white lines. Gotta delete that.
So the show was designed so that I wasn't occupying too much of any one person's time, because then I didn't have to be like, will you help me with my senior project? Great, I need you for the next 3 months. There was about 11 numbers, and I had like 6 rehearsals with each, probably, on average. They got community service hours, helping me, got to some stage, got to be on stage. So it was a win-win-win-win-win for everybody. Most people, some actors secretly hated me, in which case not a win. Enough technical stuff. Let's get to the fun part. So I was working with my peers, so a lot of times we were so on track, it was wonderful.
But never fear, your seer has left me.
You're qualified, sir.
Your qualified seer has left me detailed cosmic instructions.
Yeah, so I'd like more of a grunt, like, you're very on, you just be like, crap, how much future is in this thing?
It's just the initial, like, instinctual, like, grab is what's gonna, like...
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't worry so much about, yeah, exactly, yes.
Yeah, see, I feel like I should just do it with Francesca. Like, you should be quiet and I should do it with Sierra. Because the third is what really guides the fifth.
Make this feeling kind of the conversational, easy thing, because since he's not asking you questions, you guys can talk like normal human beings. Because, like, oh, this happened, haha.
Speak up a little bit. Like, good, low and volume.
The doctor, the crystal.
The harmonies really have to be tight here.
Coming on too soon, forward as you are. Stay and age.
Can you go off the vibrato on place?
Yes.
How do you feel about me?
What did you say?
I'd like that to be the biggest, like, paralysis of all.
Hello, Rivertown football stats. How'd you feel about me?
Awesome work ethic. And other times, no.
Ready. Okay.
You know, random, like, you know, half-hearted directions, you know?
Sound like a moose in labor.
Or can you just make me appear in like a gout of arcane flame? We're gonna start with taking some basic direction, taking X. That was wrong.
I still don't know your line was.
So, a curse? Yes, that's what I said. No, wife. Shocking. No! Penguins!
If I saw that coming up to me, I would probably cry. Ah!
Can you make your voice lower and more like you're depressed with your life?
Alright.
Thank you.
It's 457 chance. But what would you call it?
I don't know, we never defined it!
This is practicing upward dropping. That was home. It'd be really fun to see.
There was one time that you did it and it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
So do it like that.
Thank you.
You're so helpful.
But it's just how he's moving his nipples. Good. You know, turn
It's because you're not moving. I'm like the Eskimo of Twinkies.
Oh no, that's my cream. You don't want to know what that's for.
Sports.
I'm playing the part. I'm angry fire.
Alright, I think it's time.
Let's get things all went up blend in.
But before that.
Does she support your illegal life decisions?
Family show, unless Emma's in it.
No, I'm not. Just shut up. No, sorry. I'm not.
Why did you stop? Oh my god.
Okay, sing time. Let's go.
Oh, you.
Sports. Oh, thank God. Oh, I love sports.
They're really special to you. You're not going to give them away to some cheap hoe with a gun.
Needless to say, with a comedy show, focus is hard to maintain. But thankfully, I did have a fabulous assistant director.
We would do a recording of her doing the monologue and play it over while the set is being changed.
AKA one of my best friends, Sierra Potter, helping me out with everything. We would literally plan the order for my show while I was doing other things in my life.
We could start with Cubicle Song, but that just wouldn't make a lot of sense.
What was good about having Sierra around, besides the fact that she helped me with literally every part of the show, she would direct the scenes that I was in that I could not direct because I was in them.
Okay, just do it again and you really need to jump on that.
No!
No! Penguins!
So that was really helpful. To be clear, most of the videos of me sitting in this chair are filmed after the fact of my show, which was May 3rd. It happened, it was solid, it was great. It was really great, it was so much fun. Oh, guess what? We're doing another show. We're literally doing my senior project again, like voluntarily. So that's slightly awesome. I was really close to doing something really non-time consuming for my senior project. I considered quilt making, fencing, kickboxing, scuba diving, ASL, writing a book, running a marathon, no. Yoga? Doing the splits, pottery, that would have been boring. Making a video, which I kind of did more or less accidentally. Lips. When I was considering doing something ambitious for my senior project, someone told me that I should probably just relax and stick the rest of the year out.
In the words of the last paragraph of my reflective essay, the success of this project made me realize that a vision does not have to just be a vision. I had these scenes and songs bouncing around my head for years without any dream of making them come to life. This assignment finally enlightened me on the purpose of inspiration. But these ideas were not meant to stay inside the creative sector of my brain. In fact, when presented in the right circumstances, it could even benefit people across the world.